In the 1970s, whenever a team was at an elite level, he was there for the Pirates, the A's, and the Dodgers. One of the most underrated baseball players of his era. He played and played and played and played, so much so that some people thought he was going to play forever, but he was pretty well at the top of his game for several decades. Now, Vic Davalillo, or Davilio, depending on your pronunciation, died unfortunately on December 6, 2023. He was a Venezuelan baseball player, but played in MLB and the Mexican League as an outfielder from 63 to 82. Now, born in Cabimas, Zulia, Venezuela, July 39. He played in MLB for the Indians, the Angels, the Cardinals, the Pirates, the A's, and the Dodgers. A teammate of Roberto Clemente, a teammate of all those Dodger greats, a teammate of Reggie Jackson, all the A's greats. For the 1970s again, he was always in the postseason. Now Vic, who batted and threw left-handed, was a leadoff hitter known for his speedy base running and capable defense. Of course, his magic bunt was the talk of three leagues. He was a fan favorite during his years with the Indians and became a valuable utility player later in his career. He's also recognized as a superb pinch hitter, and his baseball cards in the 70s were just big collectibles among my friends. He also had an exceptional career in the Venezuelan Winter League, where he's the all-time leader in total base hits and career batting average. He played for 30 years in the U.S., Mexico, and his homeland, compiling, get this, more than 4,100 base hits in total. Now, although many baseball references show his birthplace as Quimimas, Venezuela, in 2006 he told a biographer that he was born in Churugora, Falcón on 31st July 39. Other sources has given his date of birth as 30th of July 39, or sometimes in 36. His family moved to Cabimas a few days after he was born. He grew up in the coastal oriental region of Lake Macaracebo. His older brother, Pompeo Davillo, played briefly for the Senators in 53. Now, Vic began his career as a pitcher. He signed a contract as an amateur free agent with the Cincinnati Reds in 58. He was eventually sold to the Indians organization in 61 and moved up the ladder to Jacksonville, their AAA club in the International League. Vic won the bat for his first batting title in the Jacksonville Suns history with a 346 batting average in 62. Now, Vic became the eighth Venezuelan player to ever take the field in MLB when he joined the Indians in 63 as their leadoff hitter and center fielder. By mid-June, he was hitting for a 304 batting average and receiving consideration for Rookie of the Year for the AL when he was hit by a pitch by Hank Aguirre and suffered a broken wrist. He returned from the injury to lead the Indians in hitting with a 292 batting average along with a career-high 7 home runs in 90 games. However, after the injury, he was never the same hitter against left-handed pitching. In October, he was named to the 63 Topps All-Star Rookie Squad. Of course, it is the same era as Pete Rose. Now, the following season, Vic finished second in the league in fielding percentage among center fielders and was named recipient of the 64 American League Gold Glove Award. He was the first left-handed throwing outfielder to win an American League Gold Glove Award. Vada Pinson won the 61 NL Gold Glove as a left-handed outfielder. Now, at 65, Vic led the league in batting in mid-season with a stellar 345 batting average, earning him a place as a starting center fielder for the AL team in the 65 All-Star Game. He entered the campaign with a 301 batting average, third best in the AL behind Tony Oliva and the great Carl Yastrzemski, the only other players that year to break the 300 mark. Davillo had an off year in 66, and the Indians began to use him in a platoon role, playing him when they faced right-handed pitchers. In 67, he hit for a 302 average against right-handed pitchers, but only measured a 188 average against left-handers for a 287 average overall. Now, Vic was batting 239 with 12 runs batted in when he was traded from the Indians to the Angels for Jimmy Hall before the trade deadline on June 15, 68. He rebounded to lead the Angels with a 298 batting average after the transaction, finishing the season with a 277 average overall, the sixth highest average in the AL. In an area dominated by pitching, Yastrzemski was the only player in the AL that year to hit for an average higher than 300 in 1968. Now, in January 69, he suffered a nervous breakdown while he was in Venezuela to play in the Venezuelan Winter League. He began the 69 season hitting for only a 155 average in 33 contests, and on May 30th, he was traded to the Cardinals for Jim Hicks. In his first National League at bat on June 1st, 69, he hit a 3-run home run. He also made 2 appearances as a relief pitcher for the Cardinals in 69, but failed to retire any batters. He is one of 14 pitchers in Major League history to have posted an infinite ERA, and the only one to have pitched in more than one game. Now, Vic became a utility player and a highly effective pinch hitter with the Cardinals in 1970. He was originally credited with 24 pitch hits in 1970, which broke the National League record set by Sam Leslie in 1932 and tied by the great Red Shondies in 1962. He is ostensibly tied to Major League single-season mark, also set by Dave Philly in 61. The total was subsequently corrected to 23, but while Vic was still credited with holding it, it was broken in 1976 by Expo Jose Morales. Now, one of the previous NL record holders was also his manager in 1970, Red Shondies. Now, Vic ended the season with a .311 average and 33 runs batted in. Now, when the Cardinals traded Davalillo along with Nelson Briles to the Pirates for Matty Alou and George Brunet in January 71, he continued his role as a utility player, facing mostly right-handed pitchers and playing all 3 outfield positions and as a first baseman. Vic ended the year with a .285 batting average, helping the Pirates clinch the NL East Division title. The Pirates then went on to defeat the Giants in the 71 NL Championship Series before winning the World Series against the Orioles. In 72, he continued to be a valuable role player, hitting for a career-high .318 batting average in 117 games, helping the Pirates win the Eastern Division pennant before they lost to the Reds in the 72 National League title series. Now, in 73, the Pirates sold Vic to the Oakland Athletics, who were amidst in a pennant race with the Royals. The Athletics eventually won the American League West Division and faced the Orioles in the 73 AL Championship Series. Davalillo had 5 hits and 8 at-bats for a .625 batting average during the title series, including a crucial RBI triple in deciding Game 5. Now, the Athletics then went on to defeat the Mets in the 73 World Series. He played 6 of the 7 games, starting twice in center field and going 1 for 11 altogether. Now, after appearing in 17 games for the Athletics in the 74 season, Vic was released on May 30th. Now, Davalillo then played 3 seasons in the Mexican League. He was the association top hitter with a .384 batting average in 77, and he continued to pitch on occasion. Now, 77 was a transition year. Now, the Dodgers seek an experienced reserve. Besides the talented Manny Mota, purchased Vic's contract in August 77. As a pinch hitter and fencing substitute, he posted a .313 batting average in 24 games for the Dodgers in 77, helping them to win the National League West Division crown. Now, Vic thus became the first Major League player to play for 3 different teams in the league title series: Pittsburgh in 71-72, Oakland in 73, and LA in 77. By the way, before Reggie Jackson did it, with obviously the Athletics, Yankees, and the Angels. Now, Vic's pinch-hitting talent played a prominent role in the Dodgers' comfort-buying victory in Game 3 of the 77 NL title series against the Phillies. Trailing the Phillies 5-3 with 2 outs in the ninth, he spearheaded a 3-run rally by surprising the Phillies' defense with a perfectly executed drag bunt. Now, Manny Mota drove him in with a double, then scored on a single by Davey Lopes to tie the game. The Dodgers eventually won the contest and then went on to win Game 4 to clinch the NL title. Now, in the 77 World Series against the Yankees, he made 3 pinch-hitting appearances, driving home 1 run with a single as the Dodgers lost the series in 6 games. Now, at the age of 42 and 78, he hit for a .312 average as a pinch hitter for the Dodgers as they once again claimed the NL pennant before losing the Yankees for the second consecutive year in the 78 World Series. So again, that was his multiple World Series appearance in the 1970s. Now, he remained on the Lasorda squad to start the 79 season, but in mid-June he returned to AAA ball for the first time in 17 years. He rejoined the big club in September, going 4 for 10. Now, after the 79 season, the Dodgers released him. He returned to Mexico, and after he had 394 and 94 games, the Dodgers reached out for him again. He played for the Dodgers AAA team in Albuquerque, and was called up at age 44 for his last 6 big league at-bats in September and October 1980. Now, he played the 40 final games in the Mexican League in 1981. His career south of the border continued. However, the little-known Liga Nacional. The circuit was started in 1981 by the ANAB, the Asociación Nacional de Beisbolistas, a Mexican Players Association. He took the field in 82 for Lechogoros de Leon in 82. If Liga Nacional records still exist, they would be extremely difficult to find, but apparently Vic hit 360 in 124 games for, get this, the letter scorers. In 86, he was invited to join another Liga Nacional club, Tuzos de Zacatecas, but the circuit folded before he played for the Gophers. Now, Vic kept playing in the Venezuelan Winter League until the age of 50. All told, he played in 30 seasons between 57 and 87. 19 for Leones de Caracas, 58 through 75 and 87. 1 for Tubillones de Portuguesa, 75-76. And 10 for the Tigres de Araguaia from 77 through 86. He retired after appearing in the 1987 Caribbean World Series. Now, other leagues in Venezuela, 59-60, Liga Occidental Zuriana, postseason reinforcement. 1983, Liga Centro Occidental. 85-86, Liga de Verona as player-manager. And 95, Liga Instruccional Angel Milan. Now, unfortunately, the Vic died in Caracas from complications of surgery on December 6, 2023, at the age of 84. Now, in his 16-year Major League career, he had 1,122 hits in 1,458 games, 4,017 at-bats for 279 career batting average, along with 36 homers, 329 runs batted in, a 315 on-base percentage, 509 runs, 160 doubles, 37 triples, and 125 stolen bases. He finished career at center field with a .988 fielding percentage, ranking him 61st among Major League center fielders since 1913. Now in the Venezuelan Winter League, he set lifetime league records that still stand in batting average, 329, hits 1505, games played 1280, at-bats 4,633, runs 668, doubles 196, runs batted in 43, and career seasons with 30. Besides this, he won 4 batting titles and set records for hits in 100 in a season. Now, the 2019 biography, Vitico El Bate, credits him with 4,158 total base hits as a pro. Along with 1,505 regular season hits in the Venezuelan Winter League, 131 in that league's postseason, he had 20 more in All-Star games. Along with 1,122 in the major leagues, he had 10 more in Major League postseason play and 1 hit in the All-Star game. Along with 379 in U.S. minors, there was 3 in a minor league All-Star game. 829 in Mexico, 130 in other Venezuelan leagues, and 27 in the Caribbean Series and Inter-American leagues. Now, this total may not account for U.S. minor league postseason games. Note also that La Enciclopedia del Baseball Mexicano credits Vic with 782 in the Mexican League. Uncertainty exists around totals in the Liga Nacional. Now, in 87, the ballpark in Cabimas Zulia was named Estadio Victor Davalillo. The most valuable player award in the Venezuela Professional Baseball League is also named after him. In 2003, Vic was selected to the inaugural class of the Venezuelan Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum. Now, the Venezuelan Winter League played its 2020 season in his honor. Now, on March 2022, a youth baseball program in Caracas called Escuela de Béisbol Menor Victor Davalillo began operations. The book, Portrait of a Franchise, an intimate look at Cleveland Indians baseball during the rockin' 60s, includes a chapter about Vic. Now, folk hero to a lot of kids, great baseball cards. Everybody knew Vic when I was younger. Everybody wanted a player like Vic, a pinch hitter that could play a full game, that could drag a bunt. When you needed a hit, he could get it. And you might as well say he was a lifetime 290 hitter. Let me tell you something. Over 4,100 hits in all the leagues of baseball. And the man was endless. The man had so much talent. And let's put this in freaking perspective, ladies and gentlemen. He was a type of player that we all wanted to look up to and needed on the team. He will be missed, ladies and gentlemen. So if you like what we're doing here, we're podcasts on the vintage moments in baseball history, great players like Vic. Let us know with a like, comment, subscribe, or share. Bye.